What's good, people? It's Jill Entertainment Network back for another shooting location, and today I'm doing the 23 QuanQuan and 4 shooting location as per request. And let's just get right into it. So this happened actually pretty far off from the main city. This is actually out here in I actually don't know if this is the city limits. I don't want to lose the location. I think I memorized this. This is actually is this still in the city limits? Yeah, it is. Jacksonville's huge actually. So yeah, this is actually within the city limits. But yeah, this happened right here, in the intersection between Town Center Parkway and St. John's Bluff, right here. And basically, what happened was Ace 23 and 4. I mean, you all probably know the story, but they were out here in this mall, this big ass mall, called the St. John's Town Center, which apparently is this huge ass fucking complex. I mean, holy shit! Look at the parking lots. This place is huge. And I'm trying to go down to Jacksonville one day. This place seems fucking awesome. But yeah. Anyway. So they basically they were out here and they were eating at this fucking steakhouse called Wasabi, which yeah, here it is. It's this one. And they basically they pulled off and they were driving up on Town Center Parkway, and then, you know, an all too familiar story, they stopped at the red light, car pulled up next to them and just unleashed hellfire. So this is what it would have looked like from their perspective. They would have been driving here. I believe it was at night when this happened, or maybe sunset. It was kind of later in the day, I think, like the afternoon or something. It might have been broad daylight actually. I'm not too sure, but anyway, they were pulling up here, and then basically while they were stopped at this red light, a car pulled up. I believe it was to the right of them, like right here, and opened fire. And as you know, 23, 4, and QuanQuan all died. Ace was the only survivor, which is fucking crazy. I believe, to my knowledge, this remains the deadliest event in Jacksonville's gang war. I think this is the only incident where 3 people died in one incident. There's been a few twos, you know, like Michi B5, Amp, and Bando, but this is to my knowledge, this is the only hit where it was 3 people died in one hit, which is just fucking insane. And actually, if you look at this, I've noticed this with the P4K hit as well, is a lot of times, I don't know if this is just luck or if it's like purposefully they strategize where to do the hit, because look at this, like this is just kind of isolated if you think about it. Like obviously they probably waited, they're not going to shoot him up here, they're probably going to wait until they get to a little more isolated zone. But look at this, like this is kind of like the Everglades, or not the Everglades, but you know what I mean, this is like wilderness, you know what I'm saying? Like I think just Pablo Creek, look at all this shit around here. Like I said this with the P4K hit, but like think about it, like if so they kill Ace, right? And then they drive off. If they're driving here, like they could probably throw the gun out or something into like some of the water around here or some shit, like, because this is like some wilderness zone, you know what I mean? Like there's probably not too many cameras. It's pretty isolated actually. Like it's kind of interesting actually. I mean, I get why they didn't build anything here, because it's probably too swampy to build anything. So this is kind of interesting. It's kind of like just this like rural patch of just nothing, just, you know, with this little gas station and what is that, like a church or a hospital or some shit. And then with this kind of bridge here, University of North Florida right here or some shit. Kind of interesting, but either way, yeah. Similar thing to the P4K hit, because that was done like up here. It's kind of, they do it in like these patches where there's not a lot of like what's the word, like infrastructure. So it's kind of like more isolated, which, you know, I'm assuming like maybe they just got lucky, because I mean, there's no way they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do it here. Like how did you know? Like Ace, they could have gone this way, they could have gone this way, they could have gone anywhere else. So I don't think they like specifically planned it out to do it here. They probably just, they were like, okay, let's wait for them to get like somewhere more, you know, isolated or some shit. I don't really know, to be honest, because the people who did this hit were not crash dummies at all. They were real hitters. I mean, those guys, these guys were like, you got to remember, this hit happened when 6 Block was at its strongest. This was like when 6 Block had the main shooters of like the deadliest people out and active. You know what I mean? Because right now, the people who did this hit, 2 of them are in prison for unrelated charges. One of them's dead, and that's Trey D. He's dead. He was killed, I think, like a month after this happened, but it wasn't like get back. It was just a coincidence, basically. Like he was just, yeah. I mean, I already made a video on him. He was out in 1200, and he got killed by 1200 members there. But there was also allegedly like another person on this hit, but I'm not too sure. Like a lot of people seem to think he was there. Some people say he wasn't. I'm not too sure, because he's just kind of like he's a pretty low-key guy from VLM, but the other 3 were like way more confirmed to have been there. And yeah, this hit was fucking nuts. I think they said like over 100 rounds were shot over here, and like Quan like got his head blown off, and fucking all these other guys died. Ace got shot 8 times, got taken to a hospital. This shit was just fucking nuts. Because this was like when Six Block really, I guess you could say. I mean, Six Block was always active, but this was just kind of the shit that made them like really fucking famous, because everyone was claiming that shit super hard, and this is like the most impressive. Well, not the most impressive hit, but definitely the deadliest hit in all of Jacksonville. So, there was that whole thing with Y&R trying to false claim that shit, trying to be like, they did it when they didn't, and everyone believed them and all that stupid shit. But no, it was Six Block. Yeah, AV6 did that, and I'm just trying to see, like, because they still don't know they don't know shit about, like, they didn't even know the make of the car that shot him, which is crazy, because it's like, I guess there was no, like, witnesses or no cameras or anything. And I know some people were saying the police were involved. I think even Ace said the police did the hit, which I don't think is true. I think like when he said the police did it, it may have been a slight like diss towards one of the guys who did it, because one of the guys who did it is a snitch. So he might have been doing that, like he might have been dissing him. I don't know. I mean, I know JSO's sketchy, but to do some shit like this, I don't think so. I don't think fucking the police killed all those guys and tried to kill Ace. Like, I know they hate Ace, but I don't think they're stupid enough to do something like that. But I mean, who knows? Because no one was ever caught for this. But yeah, I think some people were saying it was sketchy because the cameras were down or something. Like, or let me see if I can find the closest date when this happened. The closest date would be like November 2018. So it basically looks the same. But yeah, like some people were saying some shit about how like the cameras were down and that was sketchy. And I'm like, what cameras? Like, I don't see shit here. Like, what cameras? Like, I guess maybe they're just really hidden. I can't see them, but I don't see any cameras. Like, I don't see how people would see that. The only thing that surprises me is how they couldn't even make out the shooter car's like model or anything. Because look how many people are here. Like, I'm assuming when Ace and them were here, it probably wasn't like empty. There's probably quite a few people out here. It's a busy road, but apparently, yeah, no one saw. But I suppose when the shooters got done killing them, they could have gone this way, or this way. I don't really know which way they went. They didn't say anything. They didn't say, like, oh, the car fled northbound or anything like that. But if I had to guess, I mean, I'd say they probably went, like, maybe up through here on, what's this, St. John's Bluff Road, because it's a bit more isolated, you know what I mean? Like, they probably just took this way up, just drove back to the north side, and then, like, burned the car up there or something. But yeah, this hit was fucking nuts. Anything else wanted to say about this? I don't think so. I think it's pretty straightforward. Pretty crazy fucking hit. Rep to all those guys. Just let me know what fucking hit you want me to cover next. And yeah, Drill Entertainment Network out.